Hey guys, it's Cranky Yankee here. Sorry it's dark, but I just wanted to say this real quick because this was very strange and it just happened about an hour ago. Me and Katie have discussed it and whatnot, but if any of you follow me, know anything about like power lines and power systems and working at power plants and stuff like that, let me know. But we just had a brownout, which I think it was a brownout. And all of the lights went out in my street. All of the lights and stuff in my house dimmed. The internet got knocked out. I saw two flashes off in front of me. I was outside when this happened. Katie was at the park walking, and she saw two other flashes about the same time. That were blue, that actually were coming from behind me, the direction where I'm sitting right now, because I'm sitting in the same spot I was when I witnessed this. And about 30 seconds later, the power came back on. And we thought that was very odd. We couldn't figure out what that was about. And it almost seemed like, hey, Shark, it almost seemed like there was a transformer blew up or something, which I think that's what happened. However, here's where it gets interesting. I'm explaining, Cat. So, the lights went out. The street lights went out. You know, we figured it was, a transformer blew up or something. But near the park where Katie was, we have these two pylons next to the road that are near storm drains, and they blink, right? They have a blinky light on top. That blinky light is battery powered, right? It's not connected to the power grid. It's just like solar or whatever, right? Both of those lights went out as well as the street lights, which is very, very strange. Because if it was a power outage, those lights shouldn't have been affected, and yet they were. And they came on at the exact same time that the street lights came back on. Now, I just went and checked the Gulf Power website. Gulf Power is the people that run all the power through the whole city of Pensacola, where I live. And there are two outages currently in the city of Pensacola. One of them is east by southeast, which is like a little bit to the east and just a little south of us. And the other one was northwest of us. Now, I think the one that I saw was the one that was east of us, and Katie saw flashes from the direction of the outage that was northwest of us. And the thing about it is, the one that's northwest of us is almost 20 miles away in another town, basically. It's like a suburb of Pensacola, but it's a 40-minute drive from here. And I just wanted to document this in case the government's doing something and they come and want to kill me or whatever, so at least it's on YouTube, whatever. But anyways, very strange. Now, I'm certain that it was probably a brownout, which is, for those of you who don't know what a brownout is, most people are familiar with a blackout where you just lose all your power completely. Brownouts where you lose the majority of your power. Generally, your lights will stay on, but they'll be very dim and whatever. No, this is serious waffles. Like, this isn't a funny video. I'm serious about this. Like, this is legitimately weird. Like, this was really strange to the point where, like, my nurse noticed it. Gideon's nurse noticed it, and she was like, it was like being in a paranormal movie. Like one of those Paranormal Activity or like Poltergeist or something. And it was just very, very odd. No, Waffles, buddy, I'm serious. This isn't a joking time. You don't need to say it was you. It obviously was not you, dude. You couldn't have done this. No, whatever, dude. Like, this is serious. It's not joking time for... This is something that legitimately is weirding me out right now. And it's only because of those pylons. Like, if those pylons weren't affected, I'd just be like, whatever, we probably just blew a transformer, it's whatever, power run out, it happens. And maybe I'm being irrational, I don't know. But the fact that the pylons went out too is strange, because they shouldn't be affected. The only thing I can think of is it was an electromagnetic field or electromagnetic pulse of some sort. So now I'm thinking maybe it was a solar flare. Maybe we just had, in this part of the country, because, I mean, I'm sure solar flares won't hit everywhere in the world at the same time. Seriously, dude. Maybe it just hit this part of the thing. Yeah, a solar flare, dude. Yes, they do blink, Cat. They're the blinky kind. They're almost like they're like put inside a road. They're just there so that people don't run into the storm drains. And me and Katie have checked. They run on batteries or solar power. They aren't connected. There's no cord that connects them. A solar flare is there's these big pulses of fire and and solar radiation that emits from the sun all the time. Why did I check what? The pylons? I didn't see them. Katie did, but she said that they went out the same time as the lights went out. That's what she said. She said that they both went out at the same time, which is why I said it's weird. Because if it was just a brownout, those should have still blinked even though the street lights are out. But they went out too. And if they're battery powered or solar powered, like my point is they run on an independent power source, independent of the power grid of the power lines and stuff that surround them. So logically they shouldn't be affected, right? Like, I'm not wrong in thinking that. And I'm not wrong in thinking that that's really fucking weird, right? But I wanted to go check and see if there was actually a power outage. So like I said, I went and checked Gulf Power, and sure enough, there's two. And I saw two flashes coming from one direction. Katie saw two flashes coming from another direction. Here's another weird little thing too. The two flashes that Katie saw were like a neon blue. The two flashes that I saw were dark green. And I'm talking like emerald green. See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So either whether or not they're solar powered or battery powered, my point still stands. The fact is they shouldn't be. But here's the thing, Waffles. I actually went and I took one of those and picked it up and carried it across the street. It's not connected to anything. Literally, it's a pylon. That's what Katie said. It's aliens. But literally, it's a pylon with a light on top and it's not connected to anything. There's no cord going anywhere or anything. So obviously it's not like it's plugged into the ground or something. It has to be solar or it has to be battery powered. The weird part about it is why would they shut off when the lights shut off and come back on when the lights come back on when they aren't connected to anything? That's the strange part. If they were solar powered and they went out and didn't come back on, it's just whatever, coincidence. Because I wanted to see if there was a cord connected to it. So I picked it up and I carried it across the street, set it down, picked it up, carried it back. Because I'm weird and I'm like, yeah, but the lights went out for almost a minute, and these things blink like every 2 or 3 seconds. So even if they blinked at the same time that the lights went out, they would have blinked again several times before the lights came back on, and they didn't. Katie thinks it was aliens too. I'm not saying what it is. I'm saying that Gulf Power says there's 2 outages in the direction that me and Katie both saw flashes. Yeah. Yeah, that, exactly. At least that's what Katie said. She said that they went out the same time that the streetlights went out, and they didn't come back on until the streetlights came back on. And they blink, like I said, blink, blink, blink. So maybe like a second or 2 delay between flashes. So they should have blinked a bunch while the lights were out, and they didn't. That's the weird part. So I just want to know what you guys think. Is this really weird? And I just kind of wanted to, like, document this, so at least it's like a report, a first-hand eyewitness account of what happened, just because I think it was a brownout, but it was a really flippin' weird brownout. Not to mention, I think it was a full moon last night. Yeah, that's the weird part. Because Katie said the blue was like a neon blue, and mine was like, and it wasn't a bright, it was a dark green. And forgive me for being this kind of guy, but when I saw it, I immediately thought that it was the same color flash that is in the Harry Potter movies when they use the Avada Kedavra curse. And I'm not saying it was wizards, because that's stupid. Wizards don't exist. But it was that same color that was described in the book and that they use in the movies. So it's weird how we saw a flash that color. And if it was a transporter exploding, I don't feel like it would have made a green color. Yes, the pylon lights did come back on when the power came back on. I know. I'm not saying that's what it was, but I'm just trying to describe the color itself. That's what the color looked like to me. Okay. Well, thank you, Kat. I didn't know that. So maybe it was a power surge. Maybe that's what it was. But it was definitely very weird. And I just felt like I wanted to share it with you guys because it was really fucking strange and it weirded me out a little bit. But I didn't know that AC could jump from thing to thing, so maybe it was. But now that brings me my question. Does your average home use alternating current or direct current? I was under the impression that most things ran off direct current, not alternating current. As far as I know. I know there are exceptions, but as far as I understand, the majority of electronic devices use DC power, not AC power. I think. So, I don't know. But if anybody watches this after the live stream's done and you have anything to input, please share them in the comments below. Please let me know what you think. If you know more about like alternating current, direct current than I do, because I'm sure it was an electrical thing. But the weird thing about it is just, it's either they're mostly all AC and there's some things that are DC, or the other way around. But I know there was that big debate between Edison and Tesla back in the day when their electricity was still coming out about which was better, AC, alternating current or direct current, but I couldn't remember which one it was. See, and I think I think they must be solar powered, would be my guess, or battery operated. But, I mean, I don't know a lot about that and how that works, which is kind of why I'm sharing this with you guys and hoping that maybe one of you or maybe somebody else who watches it at another time knows more than I do and can share with their knowledge and share what they know about things like this that happen, power outages and whatnot. Oh, I already checked them. Okay. I'll check them again tomorrow when it's light, but what am I looking for? Like, should there be like a little like solar panel on it somewhere? Or would there be a place for batteries? Because I didn't really get a chance to look closely to see if there was a place where you put batteries in. I mean, my guess would be they're solar powered. That makes more sense because they're less maintenance than batteries. You don't have to keep changing the batteries out. But I'll definitely look tomorrow and see if there's any kind of little like mini solar panel on there or something, or some kind of collector for solar energy so that we can use it that way. But my guess is that they're solar powered, which is why them going out when the street lights went out is strange, because as far as I know, they shouldn't be affected. Okay. I'll check them tomorrow and let you guys and give you guys an update and let you know what I find. Hell, I'll tell you what, I might even do a live stream. We can all go and look at them together and we can look at it and see what we think. And see if there's anything on there that you guys can see. You know. Oh, by the way, Katie just informed me that Pittsburgh just won. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a live stream tomorrow too, and we'll go to the pylons and look at them. If you guys really think that's interesting, we can do that. I'll do that at some point tomorrow. I have tomorrow off, so we can see if they're solar powered. Because I really want to know now. Oh, last time I checked, Waffles, it was 7-0 Pittsburgh. 7-0. Insane. Anyways, this isn't a hockey stream. But yeah. Yeah, Katie was all upset because the Calgary only got one goal, or Calgary got one goal, Anaheim only got two against Dallas because Anaheim just lost against Dallas 5-2. You know what, guys? I come in here, I try to make a non-hockey related live stream, and it always turns to hockey. But oh well, that's fine. Yeah, that's insane. 9-1. My God. Fucking. Yeah, I know. Crosby had a goal. Johnson had a goal. Horny had two. Kessel had two. And who else scored? There was somebody else that scored too. But no, it was insane. Phil and Hornquist both had 2 goals tonight. So yeah, it was crazy. They just lit up the Flames. No, you know. There you go. That's a good win. Heck yeah. Wild win. I'm happy when they win. I don't care how they win if they win. Yeah, and the Kings have not looked good. Yeah. Oh, Cullen scored too? Nice. Yes. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate that. Hey, if we win the cup this year, it will be. 3-4 is a dynasty. And I can tell you what, it's going to be a rough playoff too, because Washington's still doing pretty well. And if they can keep being consistent like they've been, they're going to be a contender for a second year in a row as well. And we could see a hell of an Eastern Conference final between those two this year. Or No, it wouldn't be Eastern Conference. They're in the same division, so it'd be the second round, but still. Hey, I'm not saying they're going to be, but if they win this year, you can't dispute that they won't be. They've been dominant since, like, what, 2010? I wouldn't necessarily call that a dynasty, but it's up there. True, the Caps could be eliminated. They don't look like they're going to be, though. I'm telling you, Washington, Pittsburgh will be in the playoffs again this year. I couldn't have said it better myself, Owen. That is exactly right. 3 cups in 9 years. Yeah, but if we get another one, that'll be 4 in 10, and 3 of them will be in the space of 4 years. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm going to end this live stream. That was just quick. But yeah, so let me know what you think about this. We'll do a live stream tomorrow. We'll go check out the pylons. Owen, if you're confused, just rewatch the live stream when I'm done. It'll explain the whole story of what happened earlier. It was kind of freaky. But yeah. So, and if you guys think on this, and if you have any more ideas of what the blue and green flashes were, which was very strange, and why possibly if the pylons are... Oh, you've been here since... Okay, well, I didn't know if you've been here since the start or not. But yeah, we'll find out whether or not those pylons are solar powered tomorrow. My guess is they probably are. And then we'll have to start speculating on why they went out too. But... Also, Kat, do some research and confirm whether or not most homes run off AC current or not. Because that could help. Because if it is, then it could definitely have jumped or whatever. But confirm that for me, and we'll talk tomorrow in the live stream. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. I'm the Crane King. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you come across this, let me know what you think. Because it was weird. And go Penguins. Let's see if we can get 3 and 4. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm the Crane King. We'll see you in the next one.